How can young people best prepare themselves for work?
I think in terms of preparing for work, study hard, always a tip. Education is a real passion of mine, and what I did before coming into Butlin. So study hard in the subjects that you do well in. I think except there are going to be subjects that you don't do well in. In terms of preparing for work, research the kind of work that interests you, what jobs are out there, what are the routes going into those kind of roles. Talk to people in those roles, make contact with them, do some research around it. And you know what, importantly, make sure you enjoy what you do.
What general skills do young people need when starting their first job?
Okay, for us at Butlins is probably quite different to a lot of companies. When we do our recruitment days throughout the year, what we are looking for as a brand is the people skills that people have, no matter what age they are. So things such as good communicating, eye contact, smiling, grooming standards. It's the skills that people have. We will hire you based on the skills you have and teach you the skills that you need to do your role. And that's really important for us. Obviously, if you're a chef, we're going to need you to be able to cook. That's quite important to have those qualifications into your food hygiene. But for the vast majority of roles, it's who you are as a person is what we're actually looking for.
What are the most important employability skills in your opinion?
For me, from my opinion, when I go out doing recruiting, I'm looking for someone, as we said before, it's around those people skills, the eye contact, the communication, the grooming standards. Do they look smart? And that's a real key skill when you're going to an interview or recruitment day, is how you look. And it's dressing smartly. And they've done research into who we are, and that's really key, because we'll always ask questions around our business and what we do, and that's key. Research the business first and go in knowing as much as you can. You won't know everything because that's not possible, but having an idea and understanding of what we are trying to achieve and what we do is key for me.
What qualifications or experiences would a young person need to increase their chance of getting a job in your profession?
Always, I think you look for GCSEs. That's always obviously a standard across, I think, all employees, especially around the key skills of English, maths and science. So grade C and above is what people tend to look for. If you're coming into something like Butlin, say you're taking a route into conference and events as I did, then maybe doing A-levels in leisure and tourism management, maybe taking that to a degree level, but certainly study what you enjoy and study something that will help take you into that career. That's probably the best advice I can give.
What does a typical day look like for someone in your position?
A typical day at Butlins Bognor Regis could start at any time. It's a 24-hour operation. We have 12 departments on the resort, ranging from our accommodation team through to the environmental team, sales team, leisure team that look after things like the fun fair, sports activities, Splash Water World. A typical day, is there one? Probably not, is the honest answer. What any day is about for us is about ensuring we provide our guests with the very best service possible. From the minute they wake up in the morning to the minute that they go to sleep, it's making sure that their time with us is the best it can be. From interacting with the team to the shows that they watch, that's what it's about for us. And it's the people that make that come alive and make those memories whilst people are on holiday. So we go back to the beginning question of what do we look for? We look for those people skills, because it's those skills that bring people's holidays to life.
Why did you choose to work for this company?
And the truth of it is, at the very time, is I was doing my degree and I needed somewhere to work. That's the honest answer. What happened in the 6 weeks that I had there was I fell in love with Butlins, its culture, the way that it worked and what it was trying to achieve and the plans it had in place. Those plans, a lot of it has come to fruition and done really well. There are new plans in place now to push the brand further. But for me, it was about when I go on holiday, I have wants and needs, and everybody has that. And what we do and everybody's role on resort is about making those memories and people's holidays special. That's why I stayed with Butlins, is because of what we can do every single day, 52 weeks a year, is make a real difference. You'll have people that save for all year to bring their family on holiday, and we can make that even more special. It's a real passion for the brand, the culture, and the way that we work.
What information do you look for on a young person's CV?
Looking at your CV, A little bit about yourself is really important. There's not much room, obviously, to say about yourself, but who are you? What do you enjoy doing outside of work? Obviously, qualifications or what you're working towards at the time. Any experience you have in terms of work or in that particular area is always really useful. Just a very brief overview, because the CV is your first door in. So once we have that, we'll then invite you to the recruitment day, and that's when you can tell us more about yourself and show off.
What other routes are there into your type of career? A-levels, college, on-job training, apprenticeships?
For me, as an example, I started off my career in guest services, so customer facing, and have developed over 10 years to take on conference and events, of which before Butlins had no experience in. So we do on-the-job training. There's a lot of that from our culture, of courses that every team member does throughout their time with us, and then we refresh them on. We do apprenticeships, NVQs, like I said, on-the-job training. So there's a lot that we can do. And I think one of the exciting things for any team member is that we can take you from where you are and into a different area, and we will give you and pay for that training if we know that you're the right person and you have the attitude to move and push forward.